Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Diostar Creations. This is Diostar coming at you, recorded live from Queens, New York. In this episode, I'm going to discuss a few little techniques I use and basic setup of my specific photography for my action figures. In this scene, I have Mezco Joker, the Prince of Crime, and Mezco Harley Quinn. I have my camera. This is a continuous light source. I just actually literally got these today, but you're gonna see that over here, if you notice on the edge, this has a yellow diffuser. It's pretty bright. There you go. I'm not gonna shine it directly at the camera, but you see the yellow, more or less yellow tint of it. If you know about photography, it gives you a warmer feel as opposed to a cooler one. The cooler one would be related to the white. And there you go. Let me angle it away from the camera. There you go. You see how there's a harsher shine on the Joker. And despite how bright they actually are, in the final picture, depending on shutter speed, f-stop, exposure, and things of that nature. I'm just repeating these technical terms because I've heard them so much. I'm not 100% familiar. I just know that I remember specific settings, f 5.6, and then bring it to 1000 of some other stuff. And anyway, it's a whole lot of technical jargon I'm not 100% familiar with, and I'm not even going to pretend to be proficient in giving advice on. Again, this is how I do my setup. In the back, I have a light off to the side that if I want the area backlit, it's a pretty cool feel. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with action figure photography, if you're watching Amari, that's my nephew, this is something you can learn of. You see the difference from how the camera is set. I'm going to shake it up a little bit and I'm going to bring it down to where more or less you start figuring out action figure photography. Over here, they look like toys on a setup, ready to be taken pictures of. But the tighter you pan your shot, now you have something that resembles what could be real life, depending on how awesome your camera is, your ability to take pictures, your lighting, your focus, and all things of that nature. And even this tight, if you want to take macro pictures of it, you just zoom in a little bit tighter. And then you have the details of the door in the background, and you get a closer shot of the bubble gum, the doorknob, the shadows in the background. You can actually diffuse that light a little bit more. I apologize for the shaking, but I'm holding the phone right now. Again, this particular spot is for the benefit of my nephew. I promised him I'd give him a shout out. And this is for him. Amari, I hope you're watching. Hope you're cool. Other people I want to give a shout out that they always tell me, the videos are cool, are my coworkers. Jonathan, Enrique, what's good, fellas? Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. This is what I do. Again, you turn on overhead light. Turn on this light. Turn on your camera. And basically, this is like a professional photo shoot. You line it up. You do whatever you have to do. They are your subjects. They are your models. The only difference with them is they only become testy when they're hard to stand up. Normally, Harley Quinn and female action figures are a little bit harder to pose standing up because their heels tend to be very, very thin. And they have a thin foot base to begin with. Thin foot base at the front, at the toe area. Combine that with a thin, small heel as opposed to the big heel that the male action figures have, whether they're boots or not. And all of a sudden, precision posing becomes a hazard. Well, not necessarily a hazard, but becomes a problem. And there you go. That's the overhead light. So hopefully, if you want to check out the pictures I took from this specific setup, go to Inkstar72 on Instagram. Check them out. I have a few series of, edit them a little bit because you always edit them. I don't do Photoshop. I edit them on a mobile app. But if you want to check out the pictures of this particular setup, go check it out. Inkstar72, star with 2 R's. INKSTARR72 on Instagram. Thank you very much. Peace, everybody. Happy holidays.